Hi everyone. So I've been wanting to talk about a certain subject for a while. And it's weird because recently I've had a few conversations and a few people have kind of cropped up who have a similar condition to me. So basically, I have this skin picking disorder, which is also known as dermatillomania. I actually didn't know that there was a term, like a name for this condition. It's something that's almost become, well, it's just like my norm. And I remember kind of starting it around the time that my depression started at the age of 13. And I'm now 29, so it's been a long time that I've been doing this. And I haven't really spoken about it because I guess the initial thought is that people will think, like, why do you do that? Like, that's gross. I mean, it's not the nicest of things, but it is something that is uncontrollable. People who are closest to me will know how much I do this, and they do, work to help me stop doing it, but sometimes it just gets out of hand, and I find that it is mainly to do with my anxiety and depression, and it's like an outlet for whatever's going on in my mind, so I'll do it without even realising sometimes, and it's a coping mechanism, I guess. And yeah, for so long I thought that I was the only one that done it, and I was quite, I discuss myself when I do it, but actually I've learnt recently that it is a condition and it comes with mental health problems, and also acne can be a trigger for it, which I also suffer with, a mild form of acne. You can't really tell at the moment because I've covered my face in makeup, but yeah, I suffer quite badly with acne on my face and my chest and sometimes on my back, so that triggers the skin picking disorder as well. And there's some sort of research to say that it can be connected with OCD. Yeah, there's a few different things online, but there's not loads of information about it still. So yeah, it's kind of reassuring to know that I'm not the only one that's, doing this, because for so long I literally did think it was just something I done, and that I was like, I don't know, weird or whatever. But there's, other people, like I said, out there that have got this disorder, and we're not weird, and it is just a coping mechanism that that we kind of reach to when you're struggling with mental health problems. Obviously not everybody with mental health problems has this disorder as well, but I just wanted to talk about it and share it, because there's probably other people out there who feel like I felt, and as if they're the only one that does it, and that they can't really talk about it because people would think they're gross or whatever. But yeah, you aren't alone in this, and I think if you are concerned about if it's out of hand or it's affecting you emotionally, it is definitely worth talking to your GP about. I've read online that cognitive behavioural therapy and habit reversal therapy can help. So yeah, it's definitely worth talking to your GP about it, and seeking some support. Yeah, there's a lovely girl called Liz Atkin who you can find on Instagram. She was on the BBC News recently. basically talking about her dermatillomania and how she channels that need or you know, impulse to pick her skin. She actually does really amazing artwork on discarded metro paper newspapers across the tube in London, and hands them out for free to people. So yeah, she was talking about it on the news, and when I done my BBC London radio show interview, the guy who was interviewing me actually kind of introduced me to her and asked, said to me I should follow her, and it was weird because it was at the same time I was thinking about talking about my you know, my disorder. Yeah, so watching her and following her now has kind of inspired me to share my story about dermatillomania, and I hope that by sharing this it will help someone else feel less alone who might be experiencing something similar. Yeah, so I think another sort of thing that I'd like to mention with this is that I know I've kind of pinpointed certain triggers that cause me to pick, and that is I used to kind of sit in front of a mirror with the magnifying glass on the other side and like look in that and like really looking at my skin in depth, and I'd stand like really close to a mirror and like really look at my chest, my arms, my face, my back, and just kind of analyse it, and like I'd just be like looking for something. And it's, yeah, I've kind of changed my routine up a little bit, so I'm not constantly looking in such like close-up mirrors all the time, and trying to, yeah, avoid doing that, to avoid picking anymore, because I have a lot of scarring across my arms and my chest and my face and my back from doing this. So yeah, I want to try and avoid doing it as much as I can. But yeah, it's something that is part of me, and it has been part of me for a long time, and I'm hopefully, you know, as I kind of you know, work in my recovery to live a less I don't know how to word it. You know, I'm kind of, yeah, in my recovery with my depression and anxiety, and hopefully as that gets better, I'll my skin picking will reduce as well. So yeah, anyway, I hope this is of some use to people, and yeah, hopefully people don't think I'm gross. And actually, if you do, whatever, I don't care. I know I'm not. I hope you have a lovely rest of your week and enjoy your weekend as well. And if you have any questions or just want to have a chat about if you're experiencing something similar or anything mental health related, then feel free to drop me a message. Thank you for listening to me. See you soon. Bye.